Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Ohio's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Now the play fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And the crowd is getting into it early here on 3rd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Navarro. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
The Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. The play action fake. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
The Bobcats line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So Syracuse's offense will go to work for the first time today. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide out in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It's a draw. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's McCord. Still looking. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. With the catch, it's Dennis. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the Oaks. Now they'll run the draw. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Looking for a man. It's Navarro. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Gonna run it. It's Allen. Plows through the defense. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. They'll line up for a second down play. He leaves it with his back. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A third down try for the offense. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down. Goes to the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They try to pop a run on the draw. Bulls his way forward. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up. Back to throw. It's Navarro. He's right on target. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Line getting set on second down. It'll be a draw. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick completion on the out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's McCord. Gets it out fast. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Use the play fake, now to throw. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. He's looking to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to get to him. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Off play action on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Off play action. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackled at the 31, they'll give him 6 on the play. Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Looking to pass, it's Navarro. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Gadsden. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A first down for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They ran it on first down, now on second. Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. To the air. It's McCord. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll run play action. Using the quick game. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. They'll try to run for it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll put the tight end in motion. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cuse.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. They'll try to pop the draw. Discards a man. Knocked off his feet. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. It's a draw. He powers his way ahead. Gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. He's now up to 64 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Shoots it to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking to throw, it's McCord. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the pass hits, picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Man.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's McCord. Got his man downfield. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. 2nd and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, a typical first-rate broadcast so far today from Syracuse. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
And the Bobcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Ross Simmons. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's McCord. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And it's incomplete on third down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch called for and made. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. First down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's McCord. Finds the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Now on second down. They'll go to the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Caught in the backfield, it's Pena. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. He wants to throw it again. They're trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Gadsden. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Orange.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 10 over the Pandas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
At the 35, he's loose. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go to the draw. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense. Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. They'll go with a direct snap. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Scanning the field, it's McCord. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. He now has 108 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Gadsden. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The play action fake. Throwing right. Got him downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And they will score! Touchdown, Cuse!
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Lining up for the PAT. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Going up top on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Navarro. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's McCormick. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Finds his target down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. Still on his feet. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. From the gun. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Syracuse, 28, Ohio, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. On the move, it's Allen. Still running at the 40. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Pulls it in. It's Allen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll throw it from the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hatcher. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Syracuse. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving Uga the rest of the day off.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This offense has a second down play. Dropping back, it's Navarro. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Running it back, it's Haynes. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the ground with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They'll give it to the back. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The running back has it. Hard running there. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably playing this game wasn't alive with that comment. But yeah, great example, Reese. But listen, your season isn't over. Things still down the road for you to look forward to, still improve on, can still have all of your dreams out in front of you. But, you know, 83, Jesse, I know you were playing college football then, but share.
I think I had just learned how to walk. And it's funny, guys, you know, just like that 83 team, this team that lost here today, they are also very talented. They just got to take care fixing up and cleaning up some of these mistakes, but no doubt, lots to play for moving forward. Can't wait to see what happens next week.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.